Welcome back. The conversation continues on immunization in children and why it is important. Now, Nurse Joyce, before tuende on a short break, nilikuwa nimeuliza if mtu akimiss that vaccine ya flu, maybe at the 6th and 7th month, anaweza dungwa hata after hizo miezi zimepita.
Yes, anaweza dungwa after. But we recommend that we start as early as 6 months because that is when the baby is vulnerable to getting the flu infections. And you see, flu infections are also very dangerous. They are disturbing, irritable, fevers, and all that, and it can start as early as that time. So we advise that as early as 6 months we start the vaccine, but it is okay. The baby can get the vaccine even after 6 months or 7 months, and before 1 year, the baby has to get the 2 doses 1 month apart of flu vaccine, and then now get it yearly for the booster doses. We do yearly once. Yes.
So hapo tuko 9 months tushadungwa measles.
Yes.
Tunaendelea na sindano ama tumemaliza?
We are at 9 months tumedungwa measles vaccine na tunaendelea na growth and monitoring. So every month we have to come for growth and monitoring, and tukiangalia the well-being of this baby. Maybe watoto wengine ni wagonjwa, maybe there is something, unaangalia milestone, whether this baby is growing according to the age and all that, and you're able to give advice and also to help these babies and the mothers. Kwa sababu wengine hawajuangi kuangalia the milestone, so we assist. Yes, tunaendelea na immunization. So we are at 9 months.
We are at 9 months.
So every 4 weeks tunakuja for growth and monitoring at 10 months, at 11 months, at 12 months, 13, 14, 15, 16 until 1.5, that is 18 months. 18 months. Okay, sorry, I forgot. At 1 year, every 6 months we are supposed to give the vitamin A. We started at 6 months, so at 1 year we get another dose of vitamin A vaccine. Yes, that we give after every 6 months. Yeah, so we continue with growth monitoring until now we are 1.5 years. That is 18 months. That's when we are going to get another vitamin A. Yes, vaccine. We are also going to get a second dose of measles. Okay. So that is measles 2.
So
yes.
At 1.6.
Yeah, at 1.6. Yes. That one is given at the right hand, hapa tunaita deltoid muscles.
Okay.
Yes. All the measles are given here. Yeah. So tutaendelea na our growth and monitoring until again now we are. It is monthly, remember? Until now we are 2 years. That is 24 months. Yes. 2 years we are going to get another vitamin A. Okay. Yes. Remember I said every 6 months you get vitamin A vaccine for this baby. And now a bigger dose because this baby is growing. So it is the doses that increases. At 2 years, now we'll start the deworming. Now remember this baby ameanza kuchukua vitu kukula nini. Most likely anaweza pata hizo minyoo. So we start deworming. Initially we used to start at 1 year, but nowadays the guideline changed and now we are starting at 2 years. So at 2 years, that's when we start deworming the baby.
Mtu anaweza shangaa mbona wali change na watoto as soon as they start crawling wanarusha tu kila kitu kwa mdomo.
I know. It is the guideline, and before a guideline is made, maybe they have done a research. Yes, and so research showed that maybe hawezi pata infection until 2 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So after hapo hadi 5 years ni uzito na urefu.
Uzito na urefu, growth monitoring every month. After 6 months we get vitamin A, and now from 2 years we deworm after every 6 months. So anytime we are giving vitamin A, we are also deworming. Vitamin A we are deworming until now we are 5 years.
So if vitamin A mtoto atapewa 6 months hadi afike 5 years.
Yes.
Every 6 months.
Every 6 months until 5
so
years.
that is why muna insist after sindano bado mtu aende
tuendelee na growth monitoring, because we have those vaccines, we have the deworming and yeah, for growth monitoring. Yes.
I'm also learning. Usiachisha clinic sindano zimeisha.
Ndio hivyo.
So as a nurse kuna a lot of myths na misconceptions kuhusu hizi sindano.
Yes.
Wengine wanasema hizo ndo zinafanya watu wakuwa wagonjwa. We saw it happen the recent pandemic we had, COVID.
Yes.
So maybe ni imani zipi ama ni what misconceptions and myths umekumbana nazo kama nurse kwa hii okay, as you're immunizing these babies?
Yes, they are there and so many of them and especially wale watu they are not learned ama 3 months uko wataenda waambiane sijui akidungwa hii atafanya nini, akidungwa hii shindano. The same case applies to family planning. That's what happens. Wanasoma huko nje na wale wengine. Maybe mtu alikuwa na shida yake tu ikawa tu coincidentally after kudungwa hiyo shindano something happened. Anaenda kusema it's because of this, before this injection mtoto wangu hakuwa hivi. Those are just myth. These vaccines are very safe and they are very effective and they have worked. So myths are there, but before you get a myth and take it, it is also good to seek for advices from your doctors, from the nurses, from where you go to clinics. Yes.
Yo, wataanza kusema hao wanataka tu pesa. Wanataka tudunge tu ndio tuwalipe. Wanataka tu pesa.
Hapana, before any vaccine is introduced, it is tested and before it is now introduced to the community or to the public, inakuanga imetestiwa na imekuwa na imeonekana iko sawa and it works.
Now that you've encountered these challenges, maybe what can you advise or how can we create awareness just to let these people know that these vaccines are very safe? Leteni watoto wachanjwe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Initially watu walikuwa na tuogopa sana sisi nasi sasa tunawapigia kelele sana but nowadays we are taking time to even educate them when they come to the clinic and in maternities where they give birth and we are really taking our time in educating these mothers on the importance of these vaccines and the importance of bringing these babies for growth and monitoring because we have identified many conditions, some congenital zenye maybe hangeweza kujua kama hangekuja clinic and they are able to be helped as early as possible na inakuwa corrected. So they are very safe. I would insist that vaccines are very safe and they are effective and they are very important. The growth monitoring also is very important. Hata kama haukuji kuchanjwa, leta tu mtoto clinic apimwe, uambiwe kama anaendelea vizuri, kama ako malnourished, kama ako obese, whatever type of food unapea mtoto, you can be advised. So it is very important. I would insist again and again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wanasema it takes a village to raise a child. So labda jamii inaweza fanya ni okay, unajua siku hizi huwezi enda tu kuingilia maisha ya not like kitambo. Sina, not that I also have experience ya kitambo but nimesikia labda kama ungepata mtoto ana misbehave huko na unajua ni wa mama fulani you had that liberty ya kumdiscipline.
Yes.
But right now huwezi.
Yes.
But as a community ni nini tunaweza fanya haswa ku create awareness like ukijua this family maybe how they don't immunize their children, unajua wanaeka other children at a risk, sindio?
Yes.
So maybe as a community what can people do as a community?
Okay, yeah, as you're saying, squeeze it is very hard, eh? As much as we also educating them, kuna wale pia hii information ijawafikia, but nowadays we have community health workers. We have people who are trained to go to the community. Na wanakuanga tu people from that area, so wana understand that community very well. so they are able to know the families that are there. So hiyo serikali imetusaidia sana because in most of the public health facilities they have these CHWs, we call them community health workers. So they go to the villages, wanatoa hawa watu kwa villages na they bring the children to the clinic and they also educate them on importance of this. So tuna follow up sana with the community health workers. We also using churches and local leaders to educate them in churches, na pia kwa groups za wamama tunawa insist huyo mama mwenye amezaa hapo karibu na wewe tafadhali musaidie tu vile ataweza kufika clinic because hizi government vaccines zinapeanwa every day in the public facilities. Siku hizi mpaka in the private facilities because they are given every day and they are given freely. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na maybe as umesema uko na over 20 years experience. Maybe umekumbana na changamoto zipi sana when it comes to immunizing watoto? Changamoto zimekuwa because even after educating these people in urban areas, setups kama hapa Nakuru town, it is okay. But interiors tumekuwa tuna challenges. Unakuta mtoto amezaliwa at home, hajaipata any vaccine, na this baby is 1 year na amekuja kwa clinic sasa, ama luckily amepata someone who has amemchukua amemleta kwa clinic. Na sasa ukipewa mtoto kama huyo 1 year ama even 5 years and seme between birth and 5 years hapo na hajapata any chanjo. So saa zingine there are some that you miss, wengine hata unapata when they are sick, they are malnourished and wajapata chanjo. So bado tunawasaidianga, we start from where they are. Na kuna zile tunaanza upya na kuna zile zinaweza backdatiwa like BCG you can always give at any given time. Yes, we don't want to miss any chance or get lose an opportunity of immunizing that baby. So we do help. So those are the challenges that are there. Yeah, wengine hata wajui ku-explain ni hizo myth. Some myth zinafanya wengine wasilete watoto wa chanjo. Yes, but mostly ni hiyo other challenges ni zile amekuja for one vaccine, amepotea, maybe ameenda ushago, kitabu ilipotea akasema because kitabu ilipotea hatarudi kufanyiwa immunization. So we advise them to come hata kama kitabu imepotea, tutaanza from there. Na wamama ni wazuri sana, they know history, atakwambia ni tudungo ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, so you know where to start. Ndio kwanza kuuliza labda kama kitabu ilipotea na ajui alidungo gani na gani, how do you go about it?
So tunawaongeleshanga mpaka unarudi mpaka mahali unaanza kureason na yeye sasa uone by that time alikuwa what age, tunajua ni gani hakupata, ni gani alipata, we start from there. Yes.
Maybe unaweza advise wazazi nini when it comes, you with your 20 years experience, what can you advise parents hapo nje kuhusu immunization na growth monitoring, haswa hapo kwa sababu unajua wengi wako affected na growth monitoring because I can tell you majority of the people wanatuwatch saizi after mtoto amedungwa sindano ya 1.6 sina 1.5
1.5
after hapo mtoto haendi clinic, hapo ndo wamenawa mikono ya clinic. After all ni kilo na urefu na anaona mtoto anakuwa
tu yeye mwenyewe,
anaongezeka uzito, anarefuka, so anajua mtoto wako tu sawa.
Yes. Yeah, it happens. Watu wengi wanamalizianga immunization hapo 18 months. Na hawajui, in fact most of them don't know that even after there kuna other immunization that you can get. We also have many private vaccines that when you wanaweza, and those because they're expensive, you get those you get even at 2 years, the injections, the kina typhoid vaccine, you have all those vaccines, but they're private and very expensive for some people. I would insist that growth and monitoring is very important even after the immunization, because you're able to tell how this baby is growing up. So tuna insist. Wengine they are not able to come like every month, but we still insist that they come monthly, and we monitor the weight and the height of that baby. Yes.
Before we went for a short break, kuna something ulikuwa umemention kuhusu polio.
Yes.
Ukasema in case kuna an outbreak of polio, the government will ensure that there are vaccines. And ni vizuri because you guys work door to door as you vaccinate these kids.
Yes.
My question is, polio inaweza ambukizana, like mtoto wako na polio inaweza ambukiza mwingine, ama why do you rush kuchanja watu in case of an outbreak?
Yes, most of these infections that are preventable, ama we vaccinate against, most of them are very infectious. Yes, when one child gets it, the other one is likely to get it. They are infectious, they are contagious. They can be transmitted from one person or from one child to another one. So in case you get, there are those ones that the government point, like the polio, the measles, and the chicken pox, all those. In case we get one in that area, the whole community is vaccinated, because most of them are contagious and they are communicable. Yes, most vaccinated, most preventable infections are contagious and zinaweza ambukizano very fast.
Okay.
Yes, and that's why they do a campaign wana vaccinate against it.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
And I feel it's also important tukiambia wazazi, hata kama mtoto wako alikuwa amechanjwa for polio maybe a year ago ama 5 months ago,
Yes.
in case of an outbreak, kuchanjwa tena, is it safe ama si safe?
It is safe. Yeah, before they do that, the campaign, wanakuanga wameangalia what is the disadvantage of not getting it, and the advantage of maybe some might get some side effect, but it is not as fatal as getting the infection itself. So it is very safe. I would advise that in case of such a thing, hata kama mtoto wako alikuwa uanga wanaambiana like if mtoto alikuwa amepata measles na sasa measles imetokea na there is a campaign, when you umechanjwa maybe before 1 month, those ones month-ish, those ones cannot get.
Okay.
You are able to tell kama mtoto amechanjwa before 1 month or after 1 month. Uanga wanapeana ni watoto wagani ambao wanafaa kuchajiwa, kupewa chanjo. So we go asking them kama mtoto ako due for chanjo, kama alikuwa amepata recently ama alipata how long ago, so that it is very safe. Yes.
And immunization has been there since kitambo. No, hata tuko na hizi marks za BCG.
Yes.
Now maybe you can explain how the landscape ya immunization may change over the years.
Yeah, it has changed, and that's why unasikia initially maybe kuna wakati watoto walikuwa wanadungwa shindano moja, kuna wakati walikuwa wanadungwa 2, maybe kuna wakati walikuwa wanadungwa ama wanakosa kudungwa. But now due to the many infections that zimeongezeka, and also a lot of studies zinafanywa, that's why inaenda ikichange, hata regime ina change, vaccines inaongezeka, infections ikikuja we get new vaccines, na I would urge that zikikuja tuna embrace. As I said, they are very safe and they are very effective. Yeah, a lot of research before a vaccine introduced to the community. A good research has been done, and it has been proven to be very safe.
Yeah.
So I would add that ikikuja tuna embrace, tunapewa, and we move on. Zingine myth.
Kuna hawa watoto wanazaliwa na ama wanapata magonjwa after kuzaliwa kama CP, cerebral palsy na such. Maybe
congenital malformations or congenital diseases. Yes. So
are there any specific vaccines for them, ama ni wanadungo tu hizi?
No, they wanaingia tu kwa this regime na wanaendelea as kama watoto tu wa kawaida, na wanapata vaccines kawaida as the schedule is. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you can share, as we wind up on this episode on immunization in children,
yes,
you can share your insights with our audience as a nurse. Na nataka sana insist hapo kwa our watoto they are our future tomorrow, na
Yes.
tusipoangalia we are the ones to blame. So maybe you can address the parents hapo nje and emphasize on the importance of easy immunizations as much as wengi wetu tumezi embrace.
Yes.
Na tunakimbia sana ikifika ni hiyo siku, hata fadhali usifike kazi, bora mtoto aende adungwe.
Yeah.
Na kabla uaddress, mbona huwa mnatuambia tukuje asubuhi mapema? Kwa nini mnataka kutudunga asubuhi?
Okay, yeah, very important. I would urge emphasize on the importance of vaccines. Vaccines are very important, as I said, from birth. Huyo mtoto anaweza pata infections. Some of these infections are the diseases are very fatal, and they can even ruin your life, the whole of your life, until you not be anything in future. Like in affect mpaka future yako because of a disease that you would have prevented through vaccines. So I insist very much that watoto waletwe chanjo, waletwe at the right time. Zingatia vile daktari anakuelezea kuhusu the return date, very important. And ndio saa ingine unakuta us nurses we are mad, tukikuta tulikwambia ukuje umekaa 2 months hujakuja. We imagine that this baby gets that disease. Inakuwa problem kwako na kwetu pia kutibu, because prevention is always better than cure. Yes, so it's better we prevent these diseases, because we prevent unajua kukiwa these vaccines, like now our government has given us the vaccine freely. Remember, if you get sick, this child gets to the hospital, it will be very expensive even to treat these infections, and you would have prevented them.
Yeah.
Yes, so we insist so much, watoto waletwe chanjo, watoto waletwe for growth and monitoring. Usiseme sasa alimaliza chanjo amekuwa mkubwa. I insist that waletwe every month. We do this growth and monitoring.
Yeah.
And another question umeuliza ni kwamba kwa nini tuna insist waletwe in the morning. Yes, easy vaccines, most of them, in fact all of them, hakuna vaccine inawekangwa nje. It's only the vitamin A that it can be kept at room air. Hiyo haina kurefrigeratiwa. So hizi dawa tunawekaga kwa fridge. And there's something we call cold chain. We have to maintain this cold chain, because tukimess kidogo hiyo dawa itaharibika na haitakusaidia even when you are giving the vaccines. Haitasaidia huyu mtoto. So the reason why we insist that ikwe morning hours, because hizi dawa zinakuwa na lifespan after imetolewa kwa fridge. Yes, after imetolewa kwa fridge inakuwa na lifespan. So some of them ziko na lifespan ya only 4 hours. After 4 hours ukishatoa kwa fridge, it is done. Kama haujapeana imeharibika na uwezi rudisha inside the fridge. You have to throw it away. Some of them 6 hours, and there are some that can stay even for 8 hours. So the reason why I insist you mkuja in the morning hours, so that when you open one, so we don't waste a lot of doses, because after 4 hours you are supposed to discard. After 6 hours you are supposed to discard.
Okay.
So mostly zinakuwaga 6 hours at most. So we insist that if a baby comes in the morning between 8 and midday, itakuwa bado it is okay to be used. Hakuna haja tukuje tukupe dawa na ni maji tumekupatia na tumeweka uchungu kwa huyu mtoto, because the dawa spoiled. So iko na lifespan after imetoka kwa fridge. Some after we have diluted, we have a lifespan. So ikiharibika, we have to throw it away.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much for helping us understand immunization and its importance.
Sure.
Thank you. As you've heard it from our guest today, immunization is very crucial in children for protecting them against preventable diseases.
Yes.
So it's a collaborative effort between parents, healthcare professionals, and the community at large.
Yes.
So ensure that your child is immunized. Continue going for those checkups for growth monitoring.
Yes.
Because it's also very important. As I wind up the show, I would like to express my special gratitude to our host today, that is Hillcourt Resort and Spa. It is located along the Wamangata Road near St. Mary's Pastoral Center. They offer a wide array of services and their facilities. They have accommodation, they have conferencing, catering, spa services where you can get a gym, steam bath, sauna, massages, facial pedi and manicure and microblading. They have a swimming pool and team building grounds and wedding receptions and a sports bar. To get in touch with Hillcourt Resort, you can contact them on 0701 804 087, or you can drop them a mail on info@hillcourtresort.com. Thank you for watching a Live and Aware show. Till next episode, bye for now. I'm your host Mary M. Muturi.